Oh my goodness, you guys, we are going to talk about team building. Team building is my passion. If you've been around me, you hear me talk about the B all the time, and maybe this is new for you. The concept of B is new for you, but so let me just tell you why it's such a big deal. It's a symbol of Mary Kay. It's a symbol of I can. It is basically, when you think about the bee, it's designed not to fly because the body is so small and the wings are too big. Or did I do it? The body's too big and the wings are too small. And so it's not meant to fly, right? Like scientifically, logically, if you're one of the people that really like to look at details, it's not meant to fly. But God says, no, I have a purpose for this bee. And it can fly, and it will fly, and it will remind you of what I can do in and through you. And so when I think about this weekend, I think about Level Up. We called it Level Up. For why? Because it's all about team building. It's all about growing our sales financially and also bringing people along and sharing that opportunity, right? It really is. And how many of you said, by the end of the year, I want to become a brand new sales director? Yeah, yes. By the end of the year, I want to drive a brand new car. Like, yes. Well, it's all about team building, you guys. You need people to come alongside you to be part of your journey to level up and to become a brand new sales director. I think about God called us to do a work in us, but he also called us to share the work that he's done in us to other people and bring others along, right? That's biblical. That's a biblical principle. And so we are to go and make disciples, and we are to go and share the things that are happening in us to everybody else around us. And so Megan talked about the front end of that. It's like you build that trust, you build that relationship, you get them to fall in love with the products. They start taking care of themselves, they get excited, and then they can't help but share. They can't help but share that over and over again. And I can't wait for you to meet my sales director. Like I remember I would say that over and over again. I can't wait for you to meet my sales director. You want to be part of our exclusive community. And so sharing is all about that. So I want to just kind of do a quick exercise that I've done way back. And I'm going to call on just a couple of people. Don't freak out. But let's have Jessica come up here and and let's have Laura come up here. Okay, this is just a quick exercise.
On the front row.
That's why nobody wanted to sit on the couch.
So the first question I'm going to ask you guys is think about a favorite thing that you're you're excited about, whether it's a pet, a trip, something that you accomplish, whatever it is, okay? I want to give you guys, let me know when you have one. You have one? Okay. How about you? Jessica, you do? Okay. Laura, you start. So tell us your favorite thing and just tell us why you're excited about it.
Recently, I guess in Thanksgiving week, we bought our dream home. And it's something it was more than I ever imagined that we could have. And it was truly a gift from God. And it's really, I think, what started me on a change of mindset. And for years, I've always kind of said, I don't deserve that. And that's not meant for me. That's meant for other people. And I'm learning that I deserve that too. And it's okay to want more. Awesome. And I'm so proud of our new home.
Yes, that's awesome. Congratulations. Okay, Jessica, tell us what your favorite thing is.
Well, mine's a little bit less tangible. My favorite thing is music. I love to sing. I sing in my church and I do ministry through that, and so that's kind of a really cool thing about this is I get to do singing and enjoy singing, but I also get to find another avenue that's a little bit more relatable through Mary Kay. So I definitely want to do something in women's ministry, and so this is really cool that I don't have to just sing my way through ministering. I can actually be a little bit more tangible.
Wow, yay, I love music too. Music too, that's so cool. Okay, so now I want you guys to think about your one favorite Mary Kay product.
You can only pick one.
One, just one, and I know you're 3 weeks in, so just think of one.
Gosh, I don't know. I love the primer.
Okay, so
I love the primer because I can add all this, excuse me, not the primer, the finishing spray. So I love the finishing spray because, you know, I can add all of this on and I can paint my canvas every morning, but if I don't use that finishing spray, it's not going to last all day. So when I'm done at school and I'm wiping my face and I'm freaking out all day long chasing 5-year-olds, you know, by the end of the day, my makeup is still there.
Yes.
And I still look fresh as a daisy. So I love my finishing spray.
That's
It's
awesome.
my favorite.
Awesome. Okay.
I love my cleanser because my skin was very, and you know, talking about how the skincare has really helped. It was very dry and it was very, I don't know how to describe how it was before. It almost felt like scaly. So whenever I tried the cleanser and my skin was so smooth and so soft, that's what really reined me in.
Awesome. Yay! Yay! You guys can have a seat. Okay, so wow. You know, I want to get some input as far as just like your observation when they talked about their favorite things. What did you notice? Yes, Kelly.
They use the same level of energy to explain their favorite thing as they did their favorite product. Like Laura, you lit up when you talked about your house, and then when you got to finishing spray, like the glow just kept going. It was so awesome to watch.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome. Yes, Carly.
They were confident about it, like their body language changed from just standing there to like, this is my favorite product, this is how I love it, like all that.
That's right. Awesome. Anybody else? Yeah.
It's like they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
They
they
know
know
what
about the
it's-
product,
they
they know
know
why, and they know about like their favorite thing. They know it inside out. They know that, you know that Jessica loves her music, and then Laura's excited about her dream house. Like, wow. So I want you guys to think about at your appointment, and you saw Megan just share her entire top to bottom skincare class, from welcoming her to closing the sale and like her vibe, right? Like she's just excited. So I want you guys to think about, are you that excited? It doesn't have to be cheesy. It doesn't have to be fake. Like when you're excited from within because it's your favorite, then you're just gonna naturally like create that energy with the person sitting across from you. And when I think about team building, you guys, it's gotta be the same level. You have no idea what this opportunity has done in my life. And sometimes Joyce is like, ee, and sometimes Joyce is just bawling because it's so deep in my heart of what it's done in my life. And so it depends, you just gotta like feel that person out and go, what is she really looking for? What does she really need? And then that's where you speak. You're like, you know what? I'm missing out on just some good girlfriends to hang out with, leaders that are successful. I just want to be a part of that community. And so your energy is like, or it's like, you know what? I'm coming from a place that's really dark. I've had women just like pour their life in front of me. And it's like, I just need somebody to affirm me. I need somebody to just help me take care of myself. And I need somebody to be accountable to. It's like, girl, let me just take a few minutes and pray with you. And man, I would love for you to be a part of what God's doing in our family. Like, what? And when you are team building, that is what you're doing. You're speaking from their place and you're saying, come with me on this journey. I want you to come alongside me. Let's be part of this together. That, And then if you're like, you've got this executive, this businesswoman, you're going to talk big, man. You're going to make some six-figure income. Like, you're going to just share all the things that you believe is true, and you can give examples. And so, let me just tell you, from a sales director standpoint, I'm going to show you the B. You get to wear the suit, right? So, when you become a brand new sales director, you get the honor, the privilege of wearing the suit. I hold it like a miraculous gift that God gave me, because now I have women in my life that is part of my journey, and I have a name to go with it. Esther 4:14. My face lights up. I get emotional. My ladies know, but I get to wear the suit. But I get more excited actually with these bumblebees that are on this. So I'm gonna pass my suit around so you guys can see the bumblebee, because I really, honestly, you guys, never really owned diamonds before I joined Mary Kay. The only diamond I owned was my wedding ring, and on my 10th anniversary, my wedding ring disappeared. Because I take my jewelry off at the end of the night before I go to sleep. And so one night, it's actually Christmas Eve, I took it off and put it in the drawer, and it flung like somewhere. We couldn't find it. And so for the longest time, I didn't have anything, and no wedding ring, no diamond. And I remember talking to Mr. Todd at seminar, and I got emotional because I found that at Mary Kay you can actually earn a diamond ring. And so it's not about the material thing, it's about what it represents. And so I'm gonna pass this around so you guys can see the bee up close. So when you invite somebody into your journey, into your future unit, then you're gonna invite, 30 women now, right? It's part of a brand new unit, but as part of that, you guys will work your way towards earning a diamond bumblebee. And so I'm gonna start with Megan and just like share that. The other thing that I want you guys to see is there's money to be made in team building. You know, people kind of get shy about team building because when we sell, like, man, the profit is good, right? And so you have that concern to go, oh man, I'm gonna lose that profit from this customer when I team build. But honestly, God will continue to provide and bring more customers to you. And with team building, it creates stability in your business. You get commission checks from the company in addition to your 50% profit. And then as you level up, you guys, it gives you a platform to share your story. Like, who can get excited about that? And maybe you're like, I'm not a person that likes to be in front, but I can't help but share what God's doing in my life. And you get a platform to go with it. And so I didn't print like a copy for every person because I just want you guys to huddle over this. I printed my income statement from 2017, which is the year that I started in Mary Kay, and then the following year. Okay, so like maybe 4 people per sheet or something. You guys can look over.
You want my help?
Yeah, and so like maybe you guys can have a sheet over here and a sheet over here. And then I want these back because these are like my I don't want this floating around, but here's like,
I don't know which
not
one.
yet.
Okay, not yet.
Okay, so you guys kind of like group, right?
Yes.
You can see in 2017 that my income from December through June is 0. And then I got excited because
Inspiring. I'm not allowed. That's inspiring.
and then in June of 2017 I became a brand new red jacket. This was even before we made $100 bonus when we become a red jacket, but I got a $75 commission. Right? So
6 months before she even.
yeah, so I joined Mary Kay in March, and then my first commission check came in June of 2017, and I got $75. And you might go, oh my gosh, $75. Well, that's nothing. But I got excited because it was a check from the company. I recruited 3 people. I'm a brand new red jacket, right? And then if you look in July of 2017, I got a $50 increase. Boom, right? And then as you guys can see, you can see kind of a, a dip, but then eventually it will like move up. It blew up, right? Because I got like, okay, well, I didn't work as hard this month. I'm going to work more next month. And then like it more than tripled. And then if you see towards November, then my check is bigger than June. Did you guys see that? Okay, so because in October, I started working towards becoming a director in qualification. So think about that. What if even just that, right? From now to the end of the year, you're getting a monthly check of over $500 commission in addition to your 50% profit. Wouldn't that be like so cool? Okay, now I want you, oh, you got them?
Yep.
Okay. So now this is The following year, this is 2018.
Wow, Joyce.
Yes, queen.
Unbelievable. The money's
Joyce, you are
there.
rocking some worlds, girl. You are rocking some
This
worlds.
is real. This is real money. This is money that I didn't expect I would receive. This is money that was deposited in my bank account.
Share your information, Joyce.
This is team building, you guys. This is becoming a brand new sales director. If you look from December to January, December was when I finished DIQ. My check was a little over $900, right? December of 2017. In January, I became a brand new sales director. As a brand new sales director, you get additional bonuses. And guess what? My check tripled to almost $2,700. From $900 to $2,700 in 30 days. Okay, as you guys can see, as you move down the months, like in October or August, I think it was like $6,000 in 1 month, my check. Okay, and then towards the end, my total commission check was over $41,000. So from the year before to the year after, it went from $1,700 to $41,000. Who can get excited about that? Yes. Think about this. My check in June of 2017 was $75. What was my check in June of 2018? Somebody tell me.
4,700.
$4,700. Wow. 12 months could make a difference. From $1,700 in 1 year to $41,000. Working this part-time for me because I have another full-time job. So I really treated it as a full-time job because I went to work every day for my Mary Kay business. You know, I set my office hours, but I was working also faithfully and committed to my day job. And so, but when you're focused and you have that laser focus, you can see through your white sheet, the anchor, that's all you're focused on. Then God is going to help you set your priorities in such a way that you can build your business. You learn the skill that Megan taught you so that you can really bring some money to your family. Like, what? So, it's all about team building, you guys. It's all about team building.
Amen.
So don't be afraid
Amen.
to share with your customer the business opportunity because you just never know, okay? The other thing that I want to share with you guys is when you become a brand new sales director, you get 3 challenges. It's to help you actually set your unit successfully. So you want to pay attention to this. So the first challenge, you get a ring. I'm going to put it on so you can see how it all works. So this is for your on-the-move ring. 3 months, you can earn this ring, and it comes with $1,000. Okay, comes with $1,000.
Just go, yeah.
That's 3 months later, you can earn this ring. Okay, and it's Fabulous 50s, and it also comes with $1,000. So in 6 months, just by doing the work and learning how to team build, and selling well, right, and teaching your people to do the same thing, you not only get 2 stackable rings, but $2,000 to go with it. And then, 6 months later, at the end of the year, you get a 3rd one, the 3rd and final stackable ring. If I can get it in there. Poop. Okay. So, but it's beautiful the way it's stacked, okay?
Wow.
And it comes with $1,000. So by just doing the work, and the company's laid out a path for you to be successful in your first year as a sales director, you get stackable rings plus $3,000. Like, wow. And here's what I got excited about. When you do all 3, plus the $3,000, the company will send you this beautiful amethyst ring. It's a crown that represents royalty. And so, I mean, this is worth probably, I don't know, over $1,000 too, right? And so I'm gonna pass this around. This symbolizes who we are. as Christ followers, his daughters of the King. And I'm like, if there's anything that I can just get excited about, I got excited about this. I know it's the right thing to do, but I got really excited about this. And the only way you will get this is to become a brand new sales director and then get your $3,000 and your stackable rings. And we're laying the foundation for you this weekend. So I'm gonna pass this around.
This ring.
I love that ring. I wear it all the time.
Me too.
And then, for anybody who's competitive, anybody that's competitive, when you debut as a brand new sales director, you have your debut date. So like I finished DIQ December 2017, and I debuted as a brand new sales director, and Esther 414 was born on January 1st, 2018, okay? And then you do the work, you do these things, and you're just like doing it consistently. Like for me, man, for me to actually finish sales director like I talked about, is just doing consistent work. And I had my office hours, and I'm like, whether I had people there or not, I'm gonna fight to have people there or not. If not, I'm gonna book, I'm gonna warm chat, I'm gonna do all the things consistently. So consistently, even for just 2 hours faithfully every week, that's all I could give initially, like do it. And then God will actually like part the waters on your calendar, eventually go, that's not as important, do this instead. You know, when you think about God first, family second, career third, and you can actually blend it all in one bundle. You know, God opens the window for you, and eventually I got like a Friday night, you know, and eventually I got a Monday night that opened up, like those things, and I'm like, okay, Lord, help me to just be a good steward of that time and work well, and like build the skills, practice, and then when it's game on, I'm on. So anyway, all that to say, the first year as a brand new sales director, Esther 414, you have a debuting class as with all the other brand new sales director in all of Mary Kay, okay? And so what happens is at the end of that first full year, they will tell you who the top 3 is in all of Mary Kay in your debuting class. And if you're in the top 3, then you make Dean's List. Dean's List. It's an honor, and you get a bling button on your bling badge, right? As a Dean's List, and it's yours forever. It's kind of like your degree, your college degree, or whatever it is, your certification. It is yours forever as a Dean's List sales director. And guess who is the #1 sales director in her debuting class across all of Mary Kay when she finished her first year? Megan Chapman. She's sitting right here. So I would encourage you guys to just like make a beeline for her, ask her the question. Sorry, Megan, I'm just gonna like fill up your calendar, but you know, like this is my girl right here who taught me to have courage, build my confidence, and just to teach me the steps. And if you're willing to be teachable, you're gonna go places. With God as your business partner, you're gonna go places. And so Megan got this ring. And because she went first, I got to see her do it. And so for me, when it was my turn, it's like, Lord, I don't even know. I'm not a Megan. You wired me different, but I'm just gonna do the work faithfully. We just did. And so at the end of the seminar year, girls, I earned my Dean's List ring. I was in the top 3. And for the Diamond Seminar, which is what we are, we're the Diamond Seminar, I was the #1 sales director in my debut class and earned this ring. So, it's not about the ring, but I get excited about the ring. It's about the process that it took for me to get this ring. That is the priceless gift of what happened to me. The transformation that made me go from a shaking, like, girl who can't hold a brush, who was like, I am not gonna do this, who fought it. I was scared to death, who fought it over and over again. I remember going to career conference, driving home going, Lord, I have no idea why I'm here. I don't want to do this. Do not want to do this. I'm so afraid of rejection. I'm so afraid of rejection. I'm so afraid of what people are going to say. I'm so afraid of losing friends. But you know, the devil was messing with me. He has like crippled me with my fear. And I finally said, enough is enough. You know, Jesus said, it's like, why do you value the praise of men more than me? That was the verse that really grabbed my attention. And when I grabbed a hold of that, scripture's like, Lord, I don't want to value other people's opinions anymore. I just want to value what you say about me. And I'm going to be bold for you, and I'm going to share. I'm going to share. And that's why I'm so passionate about team building and sharing. Because it goes beyond just the skincare. It goes beyond the lipstick. It's so much more. And then the blessings and the bonuses and the rings all come. And the cars will come. Just be faithful and do the work. So I want you guys, I'm going to pass this around. This is the Dean's List. Oh my gosh. It
What
is
other
just,
company do we just randomly hand out like rings? Like, check this out, look at it, how awesome is it?
right? Right? So,
Perfect fit.
and so, I don't know how much time I have left. Do I have
As much as you need, because honestly and truthfully, you both have taught my class, so you've got a whole extra 45 minutes.
You have on the clock 18 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, and then we'll have maybe time for Q&A or something. But I'm just so passionate about the bee. I carry this around. If, like, come Halloween time, the poor little girl who's wearing the bumblebee outfit is going to lose their wings because I just buy them from the dollar store. Because I want you guys to see yourself as a bee, that you can. But here's the thing. The bee has two sides, right? Two wings. And I talk about this a lot. And you need both sides to be working well. Do I have this upside down? No, it's right. You need both sides to be working well in order to fly. So on one side, you need to make sure you master and be comfortable and be confident in your core skills as a Mary Kay consultant, as a future sales director. You gotta master it. You gotta master, the selling aspect. You gotta master your skincare class. You gotta master your team building. You need to have a team building notebook, that can help you navigate through what it is that you need to be doing. You need to master all those things. Love the products, be passionate about the product, all of those things. But you also need to pair it with your heart, with the fruits of the Holy Spirit that's going to naturally flow out of you, and to love people well. You do, because if you don't, it's kind of like going to a really classy restaurant where it's got the gourmet meals lined up, but if people were like not nice to you or rude to you or like was condescending to you, are you ever going to go back to that? No. You wouldn't recommend anybody else going to that because you just felt awful leaving that place. Or like, a store where a cashier was just rude to you, or somebody else, or like somebody that made you feel awkward because they were just pushy. For me, I ran away from salespeople. I really did. I literally did. Like, I'm sure you guys heard the story of me and Megan. Maybe I should share it real quick. But, I've used Mary Kay for a number of years. I've hopped from one consultant to the next. And I would actually for the people that sold me products, I would literally have to hunt them down and meet them at like some random time. And so I would have to work, block my calendar from work, leave and travel to go pick up my product and then go back to work, or like make arrangements with my family to say I can't like pick up so-and-so, my children tonight right away. So I would make arrangements so that I can meet my consultant to get my product from that consultant so that I could get it, right? Like, it's just like a hassle. It was such a hassle, but that was my experience and that was what I knew. And so when Megan delivered our product to my daughter, who I said, I didn't want her to buy those things. I was like, you're not gonna order anything, but it's like, Mom, please. So ultimately, she placed an order. It was $42, and Megan offered to deliver it. 19-year-old college student, no, 18-year-old at the time, college student, delivered the product to my house, and I'm like, wow, I've never experienced that from a Mary Kay person driving to us saving me some time, but also using her gas money, that she doesn't really have money for to deliver products to me. So I was like so impressed that I rounded up her check to $50, $8 tip. And that to me was like, that was just being nice, that was just being kind. But our relationship started there. She was like, she called Audrey, I think you called your mom, right? It's like, I got an $8 tip. And so because of that, that's literally how Megan pursued Isabel and I to do a mother-daughter. But that was in August, and then I said no, September, no, October, no, November, no, December, no. And then finally Isabel in January said, Mom, I'm running out of excuses. Can we just please help her out? And then I said, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm doing this for you because I love you, but we're not gonna buy anything. I like literally told her that all the way to the front. We're not gonna buy anything. And so, I'm gonna go back to the whole, I'm afraid of salespeople, but I walk into the studio, and this is so important, what Megan just taught us in the previous class of selling. Like the atmosphere, the environment is important. Like they need to feel welcomed already and pampered as soon as they step into the space. They need to feel like they just stepped into a different zone when they step into your space. So, when I think about that, and she was warm and she welcomes like, hi, Mrs. Perry. And, and then she just like took care of me. She just like literally unpacked all the things in front of me. I didn't know about Voluform at the time, and I fell in love with it. And then Isabel was also being taken care of. And by the end of the day, it was like the evening, I spent probably $350.
It was like $362.
And I said I wasn't gonna buy anything, right? It was because I felt cared for, and I felt respected and honored, and she listened to me, and then I wanted my daughter to be blessed just like I was being blessed. And so we spent buku bucks. And then at the end of that, she followed the process. And this is where you don't drop the ball. And she said to me, Mrs. Perry, when was the last time you heard the business plan? And I kind of went, I can't remember. Right? Do you mind if we just take a few minutes, 10 minutes to just walk through it? And I'm like, this is a young girl who's like working hard to make a living. And of course, I'm going to spend another 10 minutes. And because of that, nobody's ever shared with me ever, up to this point, the business plan and like the profit and also the discount that I could have. Like I felt betrayed by my other consultants that they were robbing me of this opportunity. I was like shocked. And so because of that, I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I thought about it, and I avoided Megan for a while. And like,
She didn't write her cell number.
I didn't write my cell number.
It was her phone. I couldn't even get a hold of you.
Yeah, I wrote my home number instead of my cell number. And I didn't answer my home number. Like, this is like impossible. But God knew He was pursuing me. There's like a backstory behind it. So think about that. Think about, like, how are you loving people? How are you pursuing people? Are you giving up too soon? And like saying, I'm done with her. Or are you like praying about it? And if God says, keep pursuing her. Don't give up. Don't be a nag. Do it with moderation, but like pursue, because like if Megan didn't pursue me, I wouldn't be standing here. I just can't stop saying that over and over again. And so I'm just like forever grateful. And here's the thing, when she delivered that product, I said, Isabel, okay, I'm gonna write you a check for $50. She's like, Mom, Megan is gonna be here in like 5 minutes. I was like, okay, so go out, meet her in the driveway. We're gonna close the front door. I'm gonna run up to the second floor. I'm gonna close the master bedroom door. It's not like she's gonna come in. And then when she's gone, then I'm gonna come back down. You can call me, because I don't want to see her. I don't want to know what she looks like. I just want you to give her the check and get your products. That was it. And I had it's not about Megan. It's like me just being afraid to be sucked into something, right? Sometimes we get that. I got kind of that skepticism in me, or I feel like I've been burned a few times, and I can't say no. And so because of that, I just have to find ways to like shut myself out so that I don't have to like respond. And that's how hard I was, you guys. I had no idea that I needed this business.
Don't.
I'm gonna put my girls on the spot. You guys come up here for a second. I had no idea I was going to need this business. A year ago, I was having a conversation with God. And I said, I don't know, this is too hard. I don't know if I can carry it on. Pandemic just really hit me hard. I was this close to just saying I'm done with you guys. I feel sorry for these guys because I've been crying all morning. Been crying all morning. I was this close to saying I am done. It's too hard. A year ago, these two were not even in my life. A year ago, I met them through Zoom during pandemic. A year ago, I knew Tawana, but she was in another unit under, of course, Esther 4:14. We were working, but we weren't working together. She was in a different place. Last night, we sat around and worked on our pillows, and I learned about their dreams. And I think, oh God, thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for bringing a Megan McDowell in my life. Thank you for not keeping her silent from me. Thank you for asking her to pursue and share and share and share and share. And I want to share a little bit about your family. Is that okay? So Belle worked in Afghanistan to support her family. She left the Philippines. Her family lives in the mountains. Her family today doesn't have water. Her family takes jugs of water, walks up 2 miles to her house so that they can have water. Her passion is to actually give back to her family, to finish her nursing degree, to give back her family. If I said no, I would not meet Belle. I would not have a Belle in my life. And Belle introduced me to 50 Filipinos in Pennsylvania over Zoom. This girl, right here. This girl, she lived in Japan. Her life is hard. She's raising her family. And before I met her, she lost her job. She went into depression and said, I'm just going to lock myself in my room. This is my life. And here she is today, saying, I want to be a brand new sales director. She has a future in Mary Kay, and I see a leader in you. What in the world, you guys? And this girl, who barely spoke, doesn't even see the leader in her. She's so articulate. She's so passionate. She loves Jesus. And she's got this whole tribe that respects her. And now God is breathing in her and saying, I am no longer going to remain silent. I'm going to go forth. And she's got a unit name. Think about that. You guys think about the influence that you have to raise women up. And it starts with sharing. It starts with team building. So that's my story. This is why we do it. And for team building, you just got to do it. And if you're having a one-on-one with me today, we can talk about specifics and the how. But unless you have it in your core that this is important, you can't go any further than that. It starts with you believing that this is like, wow, I have an opportunity now to rise up, and I have a why, and I have a visual, and I have money to prove it, right? So with that, thank you guys. So that is all. I probably ran out of time.
No, you actually still have 5 minutes.
Oh.
Keep on going.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that is it. Does anybody have questions?
Do you want your income statements back?
Yeah, if you guys can take a picture. Just don't post it on social media, please. Income statements are confidential, but I really wanted to just